Going live. Wait, where did we find the link? It was here.
Okay. So we'll just do this. Okay, just spamming it. All right. So seems like the other Live Ninja didn't quite work, so we are gonna do it on here instead again. I hope none of you mind. I don't know why it's been going through so many problems with the website lately, but hopefully they will figure it out, and I will let the CEO know what's going on so that we can in the future have some great live events. So I kept using Live Ninja because it used to work perfectly, but I know that the website is currently undergoing quite a huge transformation since there will be a new version of the website a little later this year. So that's probably why they're having a bit of trouble. But yeah, I hope that all of you guys are ready to have a nice hangout. And I'm definitely ready to listen to all of you and try to help you as good as I possibly can. So whenever one of you wants to go first, I will gladly respond to you with a non-judgmental mind and listen to you. So if you hear like little climping in the background, it's just because my fiance is making a paper for school. So I hope that will be fine. So I had a wonderful day today, actually, because there was lovely weather here, and it was really amazing. So I hope you guys have come with some like interesting things that you need solving. I definitely, myself have stuff that I quite don't know how to figure out, but I think I will eventually. So I also wanted to do a new video soon for you guys where I was quite inspired. It's like, not to be like too much of a copycat, but Vinividi Vulpes, she had like a video where she would play with this bath bomb in some water, and it was so relaxing. And it's a shame she doesn't make, that she's not active on YouTube so much, because her videos are amazing, and especially that video was awesome. So okay, Mr. Strike says, if there's time for a small question, do you like figure skating? In general, I don't like skating so much. I have a really bad coordination, so I prefer my feet not to have wheels on them. So yeah. Thank you so much, Soft-Spoken Mama. We got engaged the 25th of April. So yeah, it was amazing. Here's the ring, the money. Woo! Look at it. So pretty. So I'm really happy, and we both are. So we're just looking forward to being able to move together at some point. So yeah. But this whole idea for this kind of live event was to kind of give you guys some advice, or like advice that could maybe quicker solve your issue, your dilemma, whatever you are bothered by, ATM. And then I could give you kind of my advice on how to handle it, because it's not to brag or anything, but even if I am only almost 27 years old, I have a lot of experience in life with a lot of different things. And I am sure that I can, give you good advice on how to handle different things. So, and I hope you are brave enough to, to share it with me. And I thank all of you for being here. It's so great to see all of you again. Dr. Wildcard says, an FB friend recently blocked me due to a misunderstanding. She won't answer my emails. How do you think I can communicate that I want to patch things up? Well, it's obviously, hard to communicate when this person blocked you. I would take it as a hint that they don't want to talk to you. And I think if she eventually, if she figures that you're a real friend to her, she will eventually unblock you. So Melanie say, what do you do when someone you love doesn't think you're worth fighting for? It is an extremely hard situation. I've been in it myself. And what I did was, I was extremely heartbroken first, and it's a natural reaction to have. But, I would not focus anymore on this person. I would try to get them out of my life, move on, have something positive to focus on. And because there's no point in fighting for someone who doesn't think that they want to fight for you back. It's kind of like saving the sinking ship all by yourself, and it's not doable. So don't waste your energy. I was curious how you found getting started with ASMR streaming. Did you find it daunting, especially not being American, as it seems rare for us Europeans to get popular? Actually, it was through Live Ninja that I first started with streamings and doing private sessions. And I thought that it was, a whole new dimension to just, watching a pre-recorded video, that it would actually be more intense and unique experience. So, and for me it was a bit daunting, but it gets better, a lot better, and you can be able to be yourself on stream. And it's just, I guess, when you get used to it. English is not my native language. Je parle un peu de français, but not very good. I'm originally Danish, so. Brett says, your videos are hugely relaxing. Thank you so much, Brett. But do you have any advice for unplugging or finding relaxation from stress away from the internet or technology? For me, myself, what I do, if you have a garden, or if your parents have a garden or something, I find garden work to be very relaxing, and to be extremely, meditative, that you take care of your flowers, mow the lawn, and especially if it's good weather, and after you've done some work, you can sit and have a cool drink and enjoy, and to see the your garden prosper in the following weeks. So for me, garden work is very nice. Could also be taking a trip to the sea to watch the water. I have a certain bench I always go to, and I just sit there, no matter if it's a little cold or if it's sunny, whatever. I just love to sit there and watch the water. It makes you realize that your stress can just go away and your thoughts are being taken somewhere else. Yeah, Dr. Wildcard, I saw your post and I answered it. Poison Prince, this kind of live event is only meant for me to speak, and you guys can send me comments in the comment section about your different kind of problems or whatever. So hi Lillian from Maple Syrup. Thank you for doing this. You're welcome. I've been going through depression for a while after I moved from Colorado. Do you have any tips on how to deal or live with depression? Dealing with depression is also something I've gone through, and the way I would handle, some days you just gotta realize that that you just have to let go, and instead of being super concrete and productive, or that you just need to let yourself do whatever you want to do, even if it means sitting 8 hours in front of the television and having cup noodles. The best way to deal with depression is to learn to respect yourself in terms of not overcompensating in other aspects of your life, to not wear yourself out. Because once you start doing this, you will start feeling worse. And you will feel like, I'm just, I'm sitting here in this hole, and I'm just so frustrated that I cannot keep up with my friends or my family, and everyone else seems to have a life and I don't. But the truth is, that you do have a life. That life is just a bit hard right now, and it's your mind's way of telling you, okay, we need to slow things down a bit right now because something is not working for me. And I would spend more time focusing on how to revert in any situation into something positive, even a bad situation. So I hope my advice was useful. So yeah, this is kind of, there's a lot of aspects to life that can be hard to deal with. But I truly believe that if you have a stable, network around you, for example, your mom or your aunt, your sister, brother, whatever, that you will be able to cope more efficiently with anything you're going through. And of course, I'm offering my help and advice to you guys. And it doesn't mean I don't have issues or problems myself. Everyone deals with problems, and I am certainly not an exception. So I've been through stuff, and so have a lot of you guys. And I just think that makes us real and as people, gives us a story, gives us perspective, and we learn something from it every day. So thank you so much, ASMR Machine. Thank you. So yeah, bring on your questions, guys. That is what I'm here for. I'm sorry for random noises outside. It's just because I'm located in the center of a city, so there seems to be a lot of noise. So I don't think I will start live sessions again anytime soon, because for me it was kind of I had to invest a lot of energy in it, and currently I'm investing a lot of energy in myself and being in the tattoo shop, having a fiance abroad, and in general just working out my own issues. So Mr. Strike asks, what if you feel you can't forgive parents for a terrible and damaging childhood, even if they want you to? The thing about forgiveness is that other people can't ask you to forgive them, because it has to come from within that you want to forgive them. So I think that not forgiving is of course your choice, but also not forgiving, you don't forgive them, you forgive yourself for being exposed to whatever things you went through. And I think that you can go on with this feeling for as long as you'd like. If it doesn't bother you, you don't have to forgive anyone that you don't feel like forgiving. But you also have to remember that this not forgiving feeling can tear on you and worsen your quality of life. So don't think so much about them and what they did to you, as more about forgiving and moving on in your own life from what happened. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I try.
Let us hunt those who have fallen to darkness.
I'm sorry if you can hear. No, I can hear your headset from here.
I was shocked. It was super.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. These live events are sometimes unexpected. What happens? So, have you traveled much? I'm looking for places to travel. Also, where do you think your pair might settle down together? I think we will settle down in Ghent in Belgium. So yeah, places I've traveled. I love to go to Italy. I've been in Portugal once, so beautiful. So I love the south a lot, because it's great weather most of the time. So I'd suggest southern of Italy. What's it called, that island? Oh, I can't remember the little island, but like the mafioso island. It's really beautiful there. Boys and Prince says, "Hey Lily, my question is, I am in love with a lady at work. I don't work there anymore, but I can't forget her. I don't know what to do." I think it's obvious what you need to do. If you can't forget this lady, you need to seek her out. And the number one thing is, don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself, because in the end of the day, you will regret not having done anything about it. So I think you should seek her out, get someone in there to give you her number or something. And you could maybe meet up with her, or you could come to her work with flowers. It's very romantic. And put a little card if you are, too shy to give them to her in person, and just say, she wants to go drink some coffee someday or something. So I think that would be a great approach. Thank you so much, Bernardo. Okay. Cappuccino Fabian says, I have kind of a complicated situation and I'd like to know what you think of it. If there's time. There's definitely time. I am basically in love with someone who had a girlfriend. I didn't know about her at first, and I hate the fact that I could hurt her through him. But he says he loves us both and doesn't know what to do. He talks about living with me, getting married, etc. in an ideal world where he doesn't have to worry about anything else. Despite how it sounds, he is a genuinely good person, and I can't stand feeling that whatever he does, he'll hurt someone. He suffers from depression, so I don't like the idea of upsetting him, but should I just be the brave one and shut it down? Yeah, it is a complicated situation. First of all, it is hard to be in love with someone who already has a partner. For me, I would kind of cool it down a bit, not be, totally, ignoring him, but I would definitely take care of myself and not get tangled up in this, threesome that's going on. I would basically, protect myself and say to him, yeah, but, you have a girlfriend and that's the end of the story, because, you don't want anyone to get hurt. And I know that withdrawing from him will probably hurt you, but I know that in the end you'll be happy that you did it, so that you won't have to deal with this drama anymore. And if he says, in an ideal world, he would be with you and getting married, and to me that's just, it's BS, because if he was thinking about that, getting married is something really serious. Get married to your life partner and your soulmate. And if you were his soulmate, he would have already broken up with this other girlfriend for you. So I would slowly, go back from the relationship, cool it down a bit, and let him deal with his own things. And of course you can be a helping friend to him, but be careful not to overstep the boundary of, friendship and flirting. Maple Syrup, I'm glad you could use my advice. What is my favorite book? I think my favorite book is it's a Danish book from an author called Jussi Adler Olsen, which is called Fasandræberne. Any garden advice? Well, I don't really know. I just, I learned stuff from my parents because I've always been bad at taking care of my flowers, either if it's inside or outside. But I'm learning, and yeah, it's getting better and better. So I know that are they called hortensia? The flowers that they need tons of water. The more water, the better. That's a little advice. They love water. And to also mow your lawn frequently during the spring and summertime, also early fall. So yeah, I guess also it's good to maintain your tiles so that it doesn't get overgrown by grass and moss and stuff, so that it looks neat. Also to keep, like, I have tons of herbs in my garden and like big barrels. So having your own herbs in your garden is amazing to use when you cook. I have a rosemary that's been in my barrel for like 3 years, and it's so beautiful and big now, and it's so fragrant. So let me see here. What games do you play besides League? Not really anything. So yeah. We got a gamer says, hey Lillian, I'm extremely into my fitness and I've tried to get my girlfriend to work out with me, but she can't as she isn't as good as me. I'm training for the British Marines and I have a friend who is really into fitness. The only thing is that person is a she. My girlfriend is getting a little jealous of me working out with her. They used to play football with each other, so they know each other. The girl who I work out with is gay, and she has a girlfriend. Any advice, as I really enjoy working out with her, but I don't want to get my girlfriend jealous. I think that I would probably try to reassure her as your girlfriend, as you probably already are doing, but that I would try to take her a day with you to the gym, and she didn't have to work out, but that she could actually see you and her working out together, or even she could participate herself just for once, and that all three of you could have a nice time together, so that she realizes she has nothing to fear, and that that of course she's a good workout partner to you, but that your girlfriend is your romantic partner and the person you really love. So I would try to be reassure her extra much that she's beautiful, you love her, and to do just little nice things for her once in a while, like giving her a back massage before bed, or something nice for her, so that she will feel more reassured in your relationship. Melanie says, one more question in regard to the first question. Is it bad to have thoughts of dying? What do you do with that, and what did you do when you felt pain like this? Can you really trust again? It sounds, like you're dealing with a lot of hard feelings. Like, the thought of dying to me is more like, you can of course have suicidal thoughts, but to me, when I had suicidal thoughts, it was more like I wanted the emotional pain to stop. I didn't want to die per se, I just wanted the feelings to die inside of me. So I think unless you start, acting out on it, and you really have very, hard time controlling yourself, exposing yourself to things that are life-threatening, I would see it as a kind of way that your body is trying to work out how to deal with this person who doesn't want to fight for you. And I completely understand how it can trigger very negative emotions, since you are, from, as you see it from his point of view, like he totally doesn't care about you and he has better things to do in his life. This would also hurt me, no question about it. And I would be very, very upset, sad, and in pain. But the thought of, dying is also, how you could say, your body is starting to reset itself, dealing with this kind of emotional trauma it is to not be loved back. So I would basically start, taking more care of myself, saying, okay, this guy is, not taking care of me, or he doesn't care about me, but I know I'm worth something. I have other people in my life who love me, and I will get through this with my friends' help and my family's help. And there's no question about it that you will find someone who will truly fight for you and love you. Reliable. Hi, Lillian. Congratulations on your engagement. Thank you. I have a question. How should I deal with all the stress in life, from school, work, daily chores, etc.? I don't want it to affect my relationship, which it sometimes does. I think, not wanting it to affect your relationship is pretty much impossible. Everyone has their own stuff that they go through, and it also affects my partner. When I'm having a tough time, she can feel it on me, I can feel it on her when there's something going on, and we talk about things. And I think that's the same thing you need to do with your partner, is to make, reassure them that it's not you, it's just me, and I want to talk to you about how I feel, if I'm stressed out, whatever, and that maybe the two of you can do something relaxing together. Just watch a movie, chill out, play some cards, have a good laugh. And the other thing you could get into is to meditate. Meditation is actually, really good, because it, I think I read somewhere that meditation can actually rearrange the brain in a positive way, that you can actually, see from people who have had brain scans. And over the past, I think it's like a few months or something, that you can see forms of, inside of their brain, that it's rearranging physically, which means you are rearranging your entire way of thinking and, responding to people. So definitely look up some meditation methods. I think that will be very good for you. Soft-spoken Mama asks, for some reason I always seem to care what other people think about me, even when they're not an important person in my life. Do you have any advice for how to let go what others think about myself and just focus on who I really am? I think that it's perfectly normal for you to worry about what, even what strangers think about you. For you to not care would take, almost like, superhuman, or like, almost a psychopathic, approach to life, that you're just, completely shut down of emotions, of, what anyone says to you. I think it reflects you as a very emotional person, and I think to be emotional is a good thing. And I don't think you should, let go what others think about you, but start to more, what you could say, think about the importance of what they say about you. Is it who you like? Are they tagging your fundamental person, or are they just saying, oh, like, I really don't like your shoes or whatever? Then if they would question deeper your person, I would start to say to them why. I would confrontate them with this. So yeah, I hope it helped. Thank you, Julie. Why I got the upper lip piercing. Basically, I've had my, this is a Medusa piercing that I've had for, since November or something last year. And I got it because I used to have snake bites right here. So I would have 2 of these. Here. And I kind of wanted a new facial piercing, and I didn't want it to be in my nose, and I think the eyebrow looks too rough. So I considered the Medusa and asked my friends about it, and one day I just decided, call my piercer, get it done, see how it works out, and if I don't like it on me, I can always take it out. So yeah, just the story of it. Brett asks, do you have any tips for eating healthy? I'm a vegetarian, but any advice, including carnivorous, would be great. I think what's important to remember when to eat healthy is to have a meal that contains lean proteins, vitamins in forms of fruits, vegetables, and of course your carbohydrates such as whole wheat bread, potatoes, or rice in every meal, like approximately every 3 or 4 hours. And that way you keep your metabolism, up and running, and you will be much less prone to snack on unhealthy stuff. Me Superstar says, I'm a 14-year-old girl and I have been questioning my sexuality for a while. I'm pretty sure I like girls, but I don't know if I'm bi or gay. Though I think I'm gay. Some of my friends know, but when I tried to talk to my mom, she started crying and going, my baby, my baby. It really freaked me out, so I convinced her it was just a phase, but I'm not so sure. I live in Alabama, USA, which is not exactly a very accepting town. This is causing a lot of stress, and although I have done friends I can talk to, I feel ashamed even though I know it's nothing to be ashamed of. I think, I also went through that stage in my life where I questioned my sexuality a lot. And I think that your mom will get over it eventually if you say to her that you think you're gay. And, she will get over it. She loves you for who you are, hopefully, and she will accept you. And I know that, also in my town, my hometown, is a very small town. There are not a lot of people who are gay or, bisexual. And it's really hard to, live in an environment where you don't feel like people are accepting of your true nature. I think you're, a very strong girl for coming on here and telling this to me. And I think you should stick with your feeling you have. And if you feel like, I could fall in love with a girl, or I already have been in love with a girl before. I think, you need to take it to the next level as you get older and try out, give it a test run and see how you feel about it. Because I think, there's two parts of being gay, or if you're really gay. One part is, of course, the emotional connection you have with the same sex. You can feel physically attracted to them. You can feel, that you are enchanted by them, you love them, or, And the other part is actually, the sexual act that you are turned on by women, their body, and to, have what you could say called intercourse with them. And also in consideration to boys, if you have none of these feelings regarding boys and you can never see yourself being with a boy, then I would definitely say that you are gay. But you're still young, and as time goes by, and keep believing in yourself, seek it out, let your curiosity guide you, and I'm sure you'll figure everything out, and your mom will love you no matter what. Hi Lilium, what do you think is the best way to figure out what you really want to do in life? I'm stuck in a job for almost 13 years now, but I'm too afraid to change. It's my first work and it's not a bad job. Also, I work in IT and I don't like computers that much anymore. I have lots of hobbies, but nothing I can or want to do for a living. Thank you for advice. They say that the thing you're doing when you procrastinate is the job you should be doing for the rest of your life. For example, for me, procrastination-wise, I would draw a lot. Draw, and yeah, there was no end to it. I would much rather draw than do my homework. And now I'm actually seeking it out as, a tattoo apprentice. So I think that you need to kind of, say to yourself, what things interest me? You say computers don't interest you anymore, so you must have other interests that you would like to seek out. So I would, write on a piece of paper my interests, and don't think too much about, like what you really want to do in your life. Just start up small, because one little thing can lead to a whole nother thing. And keep in mind that, life is ever changing, and don't try to control the rest of your life too much, because you can't. You can only go with your own feeling of what would be exciting to do. So I hope it helped. Mario, thank you so much for your love. Let's see here. My friend was fired from his job at the road department for stealing. I have to say I saw it coming. That was the last time I was at his house. All the signs were there. It seems like, yeah, your friend has a problem, obviously, stealing, so. How do you deal with being shy? Shyness for me is like, it's just because you're careful, that you're really careful about, people in your environment. And as soon as you start to become, some people are also just shy because they're very emotional people, and that they're very hypersensitive towards their surroundings. And there's a big difference between just being shy and being overly, emotional and very raw to your surroundings. So it depends. Why did I choose this particular piercing? Because it was cute, different. So yeah. Fluffy Walrus says, hi Lillian, love you so much for doing this. Thank you. I'm currently in a relationship. I care for her so much, and there's nothing wrong with the relationship, but I don't think I love her. I have also been sleeping with another girl who I also really care for. I was sleeping with her before, but again, don't love. I really don't want to hurt my girlfriend, my actual girlfriend, even though I know I already am. But I don't want to lose what we have by breaking up with her, since, as I said, there's nothing wrong. I just don't feel 100% committed. I'm emotionally involved with both, as they are. But don't want to have to sacrifice the relationship with my girlfriend by breaking up with her. So, you say that there's nothing wrong with your relationship, but I think that's not true, because you're not committed to it, and you're sleeping with this other girl whom you have feelings for again, but you love neither of them. You don't have an emotional, deeper, that really heavy, like, love connection with either of them. So, personally, if I were you, I would break it off with both of them, because, it's not to point out that you're an arsehole, but I think it's unfair to them, and also unfair to yourself. It's clear to me that you need free space to, sleep around with other people and be a free bird. And that, they can go out and find partners for themselves who can give them what they want. And that they have mutual, love connection with another person. So I hope this wasn't too harsh, but it's what I would do and how I see things. Paul Cross says, hi Lillian. Hello. About 3 years ago, I did something really terrible that I've regretted every day since. I cheated on my wife. It was an on and off, but I deeply love my wife, so the guilt has been eating away at me ever since. It's caused me to suffer depression, anxiety, and have panic attacks. My wife has been very supportive, but she doesn't know the reason behind my problems. I feel I have to tell her the truth in order to move on, but I'm frightened she might leave me if I tell her. I definitely think that, that you love your wife, and I think that it was once that you cheated, and I think that depending on how deep your emotional connection is with her, and how forgiving of nature she is, I would try to say to her what really happened, because I don't think you two will have a future together if you don't tell her this. This guilt will continue to eat away at you, and it won't get better. So, for 3 years is a lot of time, a long time to not tell your significant other what has been going down. And I would definitely say to you, tell her. But also tell it to her in a way so that she understands that it was a big mistake from your part, and that you love her, till the end of time. And the rest is up to her, but I think that it's not worthy for neither of you to be in a relationship where one party is, shedded, left behind the light, and the other person is suffering from severe anxiety and depression. I think that's not the way to go. I think you need to tell her the truth. What's my favorite trigger? I think my favorite trigger is like very close up whispering, like this, when you talk directly into the ear of a person. Like something like that. What are your thoughts on asexuality? I think asexuality is also a way of sexuality, like that you're not attracted to anyone or that you don't fall in love with anyone. But I think it roots back to your childhood, and when they say that when your sexuality is also formed when you're in the womb, and it's not determined by external factors such as your environment, friends, family, whatever. So I think also asexuality is formed in the womb. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about asexuality other than I respect people of all sexualities and even asexuality. So people are who they are, and you can't change that. So just respect them for that. So guys, I think we have come to an end from this session or this live event. So I want to thank all of you for being here with me tonight, and wish you a peaceful day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye guys.